fail fast, fail forward. Like you have to fail as much times in order to like build yourself. And like if you're doing it at a young age, I think it's great.
Hey guys, welcome to the UpNext podcast, where we are interviewing teen entrepreneurs that are making it big time in the startup world. We are asking the questions we know you want to hear. UpNext is an app made for teens where anyone can join or build a real life startup.
So our guest today is Ori Mannheim, age 22, from Tel Aviv, the founder of Mabrook, which is a platform where you can send your loved ones videos with their role models, favorite celebrities, and pretty much in any fashion you'd like. Also the marketing director at Create, which is a digital marketplace for on-demand and personalized content from creators. If you'd like to hear more about Create, you can also go to our amazing podcast with Ori Mannheim, that he is their Chief Executive Officer. Ori, is there anything you'd like to add?
No, I guess you got it right. So on Create right now, I guess starting off with Mabrook, and now on Create, we do really good stuff that are coming soon, not just for personal videos, also like creators are launching they're all subscription channels and, you know, different products that we build in order to take off the international market and do great things.
It sounds really great. I can't wait to hear more about it and get some of your wisdom and insight on, you know, just the industry in general. So you found yourself with an active venture and success in a bunch of different forms. How did you find out that what you're working on has a high demand?
So I guess the first thing, it's like seeing, like when it comes to personalized videos, the Mabrook, which I founded, was particularly for personalized videos, and like seeing what Cameo did in the US and see that no one doing it in my country, Israel. It just gave me the courage, and like I knew that if it works there, like I can implement it into the Israeli market, and which I did. And yeah, I think that's it. It's also like, you know, just getting started and like promoting with creators, and like just seeing the people are responding to it, whether they didn't buy it but they responded to it, and like seeing the potential and like keep going.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's really original. Actually, my brother's birthday is coming up. I might just use it myself. So who do you consider your first mentor, and what did they help you go through?
I think whether it's a business mentor, like did had a mentor who is a good friend of mine also, called Adam Tal. He's like a digital marketing experts and affiliate marketing and stuff. And like I did he did taught me some stuff in terms of marketing. And I met him one day, and he just like took me under his wing, and I went working with him for 6 months. So it really shift me from like working with myself to working with other people like have the same interest as myself. And I really appreciate. But I guess my first mentor was actually my father. Even though he's not working like in marketing or stuff, he did like provide us all the time, and you know, it just make sure we got everything we need like as kids. So it did gave me the courage to do stuff myself, and like take that, like he really gave me inspiration in terms of that part. So I guess these are my mentors, and like I have more now, you know, which
Yeah,
role
of course.
the CEO. And I really learning from him a lot, from his experience. And you know, yeah.
There's always more and more mentors. I love that a lot of young entrepreneurs see their parents as role models. I'm sure that if someone would ask me, I'd say the same thing. So how much time did it take you to build the product that you launched and that we know today?
That's interesting. Like I think the product itself took me about like 2 weeks to build it. It kind of
Wow.
sounds like way more in a rush, but like
You're making it sound too easy.
yeah, but it really is not that easy, because I did some 6 different products and projects that the first one took me about 6 months, and it
Mhm.
didn't like it did no one bought it. Like it was an e-commerce store, and like I did make sure everything looks perfect and tight, but you know, I did launched it, and like it was like beep beep, you know, no one's there. So when launching new products, I learned like to keep that velocity to $1 mindset, like do the minimum as you can to make sure the concept is actually working. And this is a great advice I give to people who like on consumer, like who want to build consumer products. Like just give the minimum as you can in order to make sure it's working, so you don't spend much time like to do make sure everything is perfect, and then who knows if it works or not. Like just start there, like make the first dollar and then keep optimize from there. That's what I
Yeah.
recommend.
Yeah, if there's something that I've learned throughout speaking to all of these young entrepreneurs, it's that launching fast is a good thing, and it's always good to learn from it, and it's okay to launch again and again. Um, so, how did you pay for the production of your first version that you launched?
Um, I guess I did self-fund it because I did had some money from my past work, and like I did some freelance also for other for a YouTuber guy. Like I built some things with his product, and like did help me a bit. And yeah, the productions wasn't that high, so it did gave me like just to build a website and like do a little bit optimization and like just get started like and so a little bit budget for marketing like and from there.
Yeah,
But
in our day and age, it's really easy to build a platform and not spend that much money.
yeah, I guess I'm not actually like a spending guy anyway. Like, you know, even before COVID, like I didn't went to like a bar every weekend or stuff, like just working on my things like and saving that money for to invest in myself and also in
Mhm.
business.
Well, yeah, that's the smart way to go. I can't say that all 22-year-olds are with the same mindset, all 20-year-olds. Um, how did you get those first users and customers? You said at first it was kind of like a flat line. So what was it like when they joined?
That's an interesting question. Like I did try, like I got some advice from someone I really wanted to see. Like in first place, I did wanted to build some complex stuff, you know, for creators. Like right now we have super like super easy platform for creators. You know, we have an app and like people who get the request just send it. They have teleprompter and everything. So it's super easy for them. But when I launched my product, it was just a website. So I had to like send people like the requests and the birthday wishes like on WhatsApp, and it was really kind of a mess. And I did wanted to do things that are more complicated, but as I kept the velocity to $1 one mindset, like I just thought maybe like I did had some creators that I recruited for it even before I launched my website, and I tried to like call some businesses up and like tell them, hey, are you interested in purchasing a video for this guy or that guy? Fortunately, that they really didn't work quite well because it was like kind of weird. But I did launch with one creator when I launched my website. Like he did upload it to his Facebook and promote it, and that way we got our first orders. And it was like it was fun. Like I guess the
That's,
first order is the best. You know,
yeah,
it's the
it's the
most
most exciting.
exactly.
And it just keeps snowballing from there. So that's great. It sounds like such an original idea. There really isn't anything like it here in Israel. So, what is the next goal that you're aiming for? Whether it's Mabrook or something totally different that you're working on.
No, so right now we're focusing 100% on create. You know, I really put all the eggs there, like put all my efforts there. As you know, we build the platform that can monetize like in scale, like people in the whole world can enter it and like come, whether like they can just open a user and like set up their pricing and like share their profile. So we really aim to bring that to the global scale and like find our unique value proposition. We do have some other cool things we want to put out on the platform, whether it's like the whole NFTs culture going on right now,
Yeah,
and you know, there are really interesting technology that we want to implement in our platform, and like with that coming into the international market, this is really what we're focusing on right now. And
mm-hmm.
also like membership channels for creators, like we do launching soon with a creator in Israel called Peled, who is a rapper, and like we did super interesting stuff with him, like whether it's like if someone purchases a subscription for his channel, like they can meet him at shows, like he do meet and greets and like upload exclusive content there, doing Zoom calls, all kind of interesting concepts that
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys keep on doing. It seems like you're in the right direction. Um, so if you could talk to your past self, just starting out, you don't know anything yet. What mistake did you make that you would warn your future self?
If it's like you know, business mistakes, like I wouldn't tell myself to like I implement mistakes. I like mistakes, you know, because it keeps like, even though if you're in, especially if you're at a young age, like, you know, I like this, like I think Will Smith said it, it's like fail fast, fail forward. Like you have to fail as much times in order to like build yourself. And like if you're doing it at a young age, I think it's great. But also I think like when I started out, like when it was like I was 18 years old, like I learned from different people online. And I think that was like the problem when I did this whole stuff with myself, and I didn't have any other people to talk about it, and like, you know, different people to ask them stuff. And like, and I guess the thing I would say to my past self is like, go there, like find people who are doing what you want to do, and like just learn from them, seek information, like learn from their mistakes, so you can shorten your way to success. So that,
Yeah, that seems like
yeah.
great advice. I mean, it really it must be hard finding your niche crowd, being so young, being who you are. Maybe not everyone is on the same page just yet. Um, so you're probably working with a bunch of people. You have a bunch of different platforms. What are three traits that you look for in a business partner, co-founder type?
I guess the first thing, I think it's like integrity and honesty. Like the guy who we're working on, like it can be a co-founder, it can be like a co-worker, and like people who work on with you. Like, yeah, it has to, he has to be honest. Like he has to be honest, and, you know, has integrity, and like make sure like not lying and stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
guess the second thing is like passion. I think especially when a co-founder, he has to have the same passion and drive as you have, whether it's like working till late, like make sure we do our things, and like putting the business and our project in the first priority. um and I guess that's it. I guess like I mean, he has to also be like a nice guy to work with.
Yeah,
uh
just an overall nice person would be good.
yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah, because, you know, if person is not nice, like you can't work with him, like.
Yeah, they're just not fun to be around. And this is going to be a person that, like you said, you're going to work late and you want to talk to each other like all day and you don't want to get tired of each other. So,
Yeah,
very basic, very true traits to the
yeah.
point. Um, so, being so young, as we've said many times, name one advantage and one disadvantage to being a young entrepreneur in this industry.
So I guess the main advantage, as I mentioned earlier, is like that you're young and you have so much time to do different stuff, and like you don't, like, I guess you can just build stuff and like fast, and like learn from what you actually want to do. And like, because when I started out, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, because I really wanted to find my passion in different stuff. I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur and like build products and businesses, but I didn't know exactly why. So as I did taste from different niches and do different stuff, like I learned things that are interesting me mostly, and like things that are not. Just for example, like I did try some products with my father, and it like did it launched quite well. Like people bought it, but I guess I wasn't quite in the niche. So really finding your true niche, and like this give you much more time. Like I think that's the main advantage. And the disadvantage, I guess, it's like, you know, um I don't know, like I want to say like that you're young, but I don't think that's a disadvantage, because right now in 2021, like, you know, there's like the Snapchat founder is like, I don't know what his age now, but he did it when he was in his early 20s. And like, you know, people who are young can do amazing stuff. It doesn't matter what they age like. But I guess the disadvantage is like sometimes you have a bit of FOMO, like when you do want to do great things and big things, like you really don't have much time to like just hang with your friends all day, do things that people in your age mostly do. So I don't see it as a disadvantage because I want to see myself at the 30s, like not working like to 95 and like just do what I want to do to give me more time in the end. But I guess sometimes you have a bit of FOMO, like if you miss the parties and stuff, but it passes on. So
Yeah, there's always, my brother told me something that I take with me all the time. Shani, there's always another party to go to. So if you miss one, there's always another.
yeah.
And yeah, I'd like to say that that is the, being young is always a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, a bad thing for you, but a good thing because in this day and age, like you said, the younger you are, the more impressive things seem to the people surrounding you. And I like that it was hard for you to find that disadvantage. That is like half a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Um, so with all the things that you work on, what tech tool can you not go without? What's one of them that you need it always?
Mm. So I guess there are things that I always work with, like with our team, like whether it's Slack or mainly Slack, but also like Notion or these different tech products that help us to be more efficient.
Mhm.
Um, I guess I don't really have uh, my kind of like but I do like the Miro board. It's like a product that launched recently. I guess it's not like a
Yeah,
old.
we use it as well at UpNext. So I like that you mentioned it. It's like an endless board. You can build pretty much anything on it.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun. I like it exactly when it's the way that it gives you as much space as you need to like set up your mind and like put your mind there in the mirror board. I think it's a great product, and
Mhm.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's literally like a clean slate. It's just all open for you. Okay, so which entrepreneurs inspire you the most these days? Who do you have your eye on?
I guess right now the main entrepreneur that inspire me is Elon Musk. Um,
Avi.
it's kind of obvious, but I guess like the way he already like working like 20 years ahead of what's currently here. I think it's amazing. And like when I was young, I always knew like when it was like 2040 and it will be like different insane AI products, and you will have like Elon talk about this stuff and like most people don't listen to it, and
No,
it
his
really
head's already in the future.
yeah, that way really inspired me, like having that 20 years ahead vision, and like but he already has things that no one knew, and it's really the future. So once it will be out, like it will be amazing, and it really inspires me the way like he has like I think it's like there is a sense like he is the richest man, he has such power, and I think it can be 10x higher like in the next few years. And it's
Yeah,
crazy, like yeah.
he's going far. He's going all the way to Mars. Um, so so which trait do you feel is your weakest and you find yourself outsourcing it with maybe a person or a type of programming?
Mm. So I guess my weakest traits, I don't know. I think like stuff with working on with myself with it's kind of tackled me in there. It's like I don't think it's like think I do outsource like different stuff. We did hire some support manager. We did like to start we did our own me and Roy and everyone did the support like in kind of shifts, and like, right now we outsource it to a different person. Gave us more space to focus on the important parts of our business. And but I guess my disadvantage is sometimes like I'm kind of always passionate, and like I'm not able to listen and like be quiet for a while. So I'm working on it. And it's also like since COVID, the whole stuff with like fit. I did knew like I was working all COVID, but I did not did the fitness and like working on myself mainly, and I realized how important that is because before COVID, I was going to the gym, swimming and meditating, and it really helped me to be a much more productive. Like, and now with COVID and the gym was closed, and like I wasn't really able to like work out from home. I knew that the importance of it, and I guess I need to kick it off right now as I got my green passport.
Yeah, everyone's looking for that green passport. Yeah, I actually started working out again too, and I really felt how my body needed it. And I like the weakness. It's a very original one, a very personal one. I like that. So let's say I'm an average teenager looking to build my startup, and I have $100. What or where or how would you tell me to invest this money in?
That's interesting. I guess like I think it kind of depends of what type of product that is. Like if it's a consumer product, it's what I know about. Like I think it will be like the minimum as you can to build it, and maybe if you left some money, like put it on marketing and make sure try to scale it. But I guess if just for $100, like just invest it in the product, like make sure you have something to sell, and then like do some organic marketing, I guess. Like whether it has like people don't know like how much potential there is in organic marketing. Like just if it's like going on Facebook groups or Reddit, or Reddit is crazy. Like
Totally.
you post like
Hmm.
to thousands of
Yeah, I
people.
mean,
Like
look what they did with GameStop. I mean, that was
yeah,
all Reddit.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
I think, yeah, I mean, spend as less as you can to make as much traction as possible.
yeah.
Great. Okay, so we have two bonus questions. First one is, how important is it, in your opinion, for young entrepreneurs to think about social change when creating a business?
I guess that's important because yeah, I think it's super important. Like when I started, I didn't think about how much change like I can do in my work, but right now we're seeing like different areas of what we're working on and like things that we can do for the world, like to make it a better place, like helping creators. Yeah, I think like the like right now we already helping like over 500 creators to earn the monthly income from content, like stuff they didn't do before we helped them with it. So I think it's also like it's kind of a change like that I didn't predict it as early, but I think like yeah, you should always look for changing what you do and making sure like you're helping people, like and you giving value to the world. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. And
Yeah, sometimes we don't think of it at first, but in the end, once you have a product that's known and that's, people are using it, you're making your own social change. It might not be right in front of you, but it's there.
yeah.
Okay, last question. If you could have any superpower in the world, what would you pick?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Someone asked me this like last week, and I did not know what to answer him. But I did thought about it a little bit, and I guess like just the ability to be anywhere in seconds. Like if I want to be in the US right now, I can just
Mhm.
go right there and like be in LA,
Exactly.
like then be in Cancun and be in Europe. Like I
That's the
guess
superpower I always pick too. It's like the easiest. I'm in Hawaii. I'm back in the office. It's just,
yeah, that we'll be
it's,
much more productive, and maybe that will happen like once we will transform ourselves into digital people. I don't
yeah.
know.
Maybe Elon's already thinking of something. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it is easy.
Well, Oli, it was really nice having you, and I'm so happy to hear about the things that you're working on. And you gave me a great idea with your platform, Mabrook. So I love that, and I hope
Let's
that we
create.
can
We go to create,
and
create
create, of
TV,
course.
create TV.
Yes.
We have the sweatshirt.
Ooh, nice. Well, I love it all, and I can't wait to see what else you guys are going to work on. And I hope we can have you again sometime.
Yeah, it was my pleasure, and I will definitely would love to come again, like talk to you.
Thank you so much.